let's talk about the true meaning of Easter. So Easter goes back to Babylonian times, and this is where the inception of all of the degradation, all of the filth that humanity has been going through, all of the hellish shit that we've been going through came from this time. And you can say that Babylonia has transplanted its way over to America because the Canaanites, who are the bloodline that were controlling, that were reigning, that were debasing all of the ancient practices and knowledges, they're the ones that were in Babylonia, and then they transplanted it to America. Ishtar is an Egyptian goddess. Ishtar is a goddess of fertility, and she is not necessarily a bad goddess at all, because again, so Ishtar is the goddess of fertility. She was an Egyptian goddess, but again, the Babylonians inverted her image, used her energy as the fertility goddess, and this is what they did using her energy, using her image, is infant sacrifice. Why infant sacrifice? Why was there infant sacrifice? Because again, this is a form of dark black magic, and it is very potent, it is very powerful. So whatever they wanted to do, whatever their intention was, they can use this to project whatever reality they possibly want into the 3D. Again, the eggs are representative of the dying infants, of the infants that were used as sacrifice. Ishtar, her image was debased. Her image was used for their own means. Alright guys, I want to point out what exactly this image says. It says Easter has nothing to do with Jesus. It really does not. They sacrificed the blood of infants. They had orgies during this day. It was just a big day, so-called Ishtar Sun Worship Day, for their own means, and their own degradation of humanity. Ishtar is the goddess of fertility. They used her energy, her magic, her power for their own means to degrade humanity, for their own black magic, for their own black sacrifices and worship. Again, killing the innocent, killing the angels, killing the true gods in their form as they come into the young. So again, whatever you're seeing, whatever you're following in the church, in Catholicism, you need to know what it really is, where it originates from. And as this image tells us, the Bible condemns this practice called weeping for Tammuz, which was observed for 40 days prior to Easter. It represents the death and resurrection of Tammuz, the sun god, and it is a great abomination. You need to know what you are practicing. You need to know all of these symbols, because they are using all of these symbols against you. They are continuing to use your energy and your attention for their own means, their own dark magic, their own dark practices, because they can use your energy because your attention is towards these practices. This is the true Easter, and you should know what these symbols and practices are from Babylonian times. You should know that they defiled Ishtar's name. You should know that every single time they put some sort of image or practice or worship that you are just mindlessly doing, they can use your energy and they can use your attention for their own means. So whatever you're doing, make this a day for yourself. Make this a day for you to give attention and time to yourself, not following mindlessly occult practices. Cult, C-U-L-T, Babylonian dark magic. It's no longer going to be able to We're no longer going to follow the tricks anymore. The rabbit is not going to trick us anymore. We're not going to give our attention away to these entities.